Well, hello, Sam Owens here. You probably recognize me by now with another, this time, tip. I have a product that I review on Amazon on my influencer channel, the Fenun Fly and mosquito catcher, gnats, fruit flies. It catches all types of insects. Here's a little example of the adhesive collector plates that have an adhesive on them that as the insects are sucked down in with a fan in there, they end up landing and getting caught up. Right there's a little sample of what I've caught already in this. But the reason for this video is after a while, any fan, if there's a fan motor, and this one has a fan motor with fan blades, about 4 or 5 fan blades to suck the insects into the fly trap. They're attracted by the light on the top. Then once they go to the light, the vacuum of the fan pulls them into the trap. It's a really great idea, one of the best. You don't hear any zapping noise or any of that. They're just trapped in this area down here, and eventually they land on this sticky plate. These are just cardboard with adhesive on. The fan, like any fan in the house, and you can probably learn from this if you've never even realized that fan blades, as they're turning and moving through the air and there's dust in the air, it will collect on the blades and it will build up after a while due to humidity and various things in the air. The dust and dirt will stick to the blades, and then also you're hitting insects, which their body fluids are getting crushed onto the blades. So it even is an added issue with the blades getting dirty over time. And eventually the motor will get out of balance and things will start happening, and plus your device won't work as well as it will when it was brand new. So I'm going to show you a little simple maintenance of your fly mosquito catcher that you can do. It's just about anybody can do if they can operate a small Phillips screwdriver. And I have a pair of tweezers here. They're the opposite way, but they will grab a screw. We're going to unscrew some screws, and this will be helpful. You don't absolutely need this, but watch what I do and you may want one. You're also going to need either Q-tips. I went to our cabinet, we do not have any Q-tips. So I found these alcohol swabs, and with a little tie wrap. This is off of bread tie or what have you. You can put it on the end of a pencil, any kind of a dowel like. When we take this apart, you'll see how we use this. And the scissors is obviously to cut it so you don't have a whole ton of stuff there. This is just an idea if you don't have a Q-tip. Okay, let's begin. We're going to disassemble a certain portion of your flycatcher. It's not hard. You're going to be amazed, say, well, wow, I can do that. Or your kids could even do it. Plus, you'll learn something about fan and cleaning blades. You may want to run through your whole house and clean all the blades, ceiling fans, what have you. So, let's begin. Let's take the power loose from it. And we're going to work on the bottom, and right here is the release. You can tell it from it's on the opposite side of the power input. So it takes 2 hands really. You have to push here and then pull this down. It does not drop down. Now, this is the bottom of the unit. Most people just look down there, they don't look there. This is a guard to keep insects from flying back out. But I don't think they're going to make it, because if the motor is on and the fan is turning, they're not going to be able to go the other way. So, just a little information about it. We're going to take and remove this guard. And it's only held by one screw and 3 bayonet connectors. Look, right there is a silver screw. One screw holds this in place from just falling out, and the connection with the bayonet connection. What we're going to do is I'm going to take the small Phillips screwdriver, and I'm going to go right in here, and I'm going to unscrew this. And it's best to put it down like this. And I'm not going to be able to show you totally, but you can see what I'm doing. Now, it won't hurt anything if you drop the screw, but it's better if you can capture it before it. Now, once you have the screw out, then you want to move this to the right, clockwise. See? See how that moves over clockwise, and then it'll lift right out. What allows it is these little hooks right here go into some little recesses right there, and there. And the way you know how this goes when you go to put it on, and you don't really have to put that screw back in, because you're going to keep cleaning that. So leave the screw out, it's not necessary. What you do is to put this back in, and I will show you when we go to put it back together, not right now. Okay, once you've taken the guard out, then that allows you to look at the fan blades, and I'm going to try to put some light on it here. Good. See those fan blades in there? There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5 fan blades. Now, I'm just going to move them a little bit just so you can see. See there? And they would move around that way, the way I'm pushing them. But I have already cleaned mine, and they are really clean. Yours may have a lot of dust on them, and the way you clean them is you just go in here like this. Let's look around here. Okay, and with a new swab, you could just go in here and you just swab that off and clean it along. Then go over here and get this one, and then get this one. Just take your time, and you will be able to do it a few times until it's very clean and you don't see any dust or dirt accumulated. I've already done it, so that's how you do it. And then once you've done that, she's pretty well clean. Make sure that there's not any buildup inside and in the vents here. Actually, you can make this even easier if you want, is to take this screen and cover off. The way you do that is there's 3 screws, one there, whoop, and there. I'm sorry, right on this line right there, just to the right of the screw that held the guard in, right there. There's one, I didn't quite see. And again, have something to collect the screws if you happen to fall, not in a carpet, a shag carpet, and you'll be looking for these screws forever. So make sure you have a place that if you're going to drop a screw, it won't hurt anything. So you just go up here. It's best to put it down like this and unscrew the screws. This is not going to be as bad. This one's coming out pretty good, and I can put my finger there and grab my fingernail kind of as I'm turning, Whoop. And I dropped it out of there. And what I do is there. So it's no big thing. I'm going to just go ahead and get the rest of them. I'm just going to show it like this. Right there. Okay, we're going to make it easy. And I can grab that one. Okay, and there's one more up here. It off. I'll be able to put it back to the correct way. Okay, there. And I can just flip this over, and there's my 3 screws. And here's this guard. Now actually, see, that will give you a lot better look at the blade, and also you can clean them a lot better than with the guard on. But you don't have to take the guard off, so I was just showing you with something this long, you can do it without it, but it really works better like this. Plus you can really clean the whole area up, and this will work for you for many years. But it does require a little work, and I think you'll find it fun to have a project and work on something new that you've never done before. All right, thanks for watching, and well, we're going to put this back together. I wouldn't want to leave it this way. Okay, now put the power back to that point. You put this back on like this until it's in position there. And it's all the way down, and then your 3 screws will go right into those holes, and you can stick your hand in here and get one started like that. Now be careful and don't screw them down real tight. It doesn't need to be, or you're going to strip the holes out. And just when you feel the resistance, stop and feel for the resistance. I just felt it. And then you do this one, which is right next to the screw hole that holds the guard in. Okay, and I got a fly going around. Wait till I get this thing plugged back in. Okay, I feel the resistance. Okay, now it's tight and good. Now the guard, I'm not going to install that screw again because I don't need it. Boy, he's after me. Okay, so now what I do is I find that screw hole where it mounts. I'm going to move it to the right just a little bit so those little tabs will fit into the proper areas, and do is push in and make sure you get all of the little tabs in to their little holes, and you can kind of look around and see. Actually inside you can see when they're in the proper place. Now the thing is you pull to try to see if it'll come out, and it won't. So to the right will allow it to come out, push it back in, and left counterclockwise locks it in. And you can tell it's locked in, and there's the screw hole. You out there, if you want to put the screw back in, be my guest, go ahead, but I'm not putting mine back in. I don't need it. And what I do is take the old one out. That's pretty well used up. Then you grab this little tab. It doesn't have any sticky on it. When you lift this up, peel it off, and I do have some more over there. I will stick a stack, but for right now I'm just going to stick this in any way you want it. And then you close this up like that. And now, nope, she doesn't until we plug her in there. And you'll see a light come on. There we go. She's humming up a storm. You can hear her. Okay, and you always want to get the light activated. Puts out these signals that a human being is here. That's what they go to. So it's acting just like you. Okay, folks, I think you see that you can do this. It's not hard, and you will get the best performance out of your Fenun Fly and mosquito and other insect catchers. Keep her clean. All right, thanks for watching.